Today we are on Ireland, and it is January 30th, 1849. Today's story is very close to the heart of Ireland. It has put millions of people in despair. We all know the word potato in Ireland. It has been quite a popular food ever since it was first introduced to Ireland in 1590, but now our beloved potatoes are gone. What is to blame? What can be done? We've tried to turn to help from the British, but our history of the British is unpleasant at best. For years they have oppressed us Irish and enacted penal laws that prevent us from owning our own lands. British landlords collect rents from our farmers and evict them if they cannot pay. And that is what is happening right now. And now Ireland is a country full of peasants. But don't take my word for it. I went down to County Mayo to interview a farmer who has been affected by the problem with potatoes. Let's go to the footage.
Hello there. I've always been a cheerful and happy sort. I owe potatoes a great deal of gratitude. Potatoes have kept my family well fed and have helped me pay my rent. We Irish eat 7 to 15 pounds of potatoes each day. We love potatoes. Potato bread, potato cakes, boiled potatoes, potato soup, any kind of potatoes really. But one terrible day in 1845, I woke up to a terrible stench coming from my potato beds. I found in horror that my potato plants had black spots on them, and my potatoes were black, rotten and slimy, having died in the ground. And when I ran around to my neighbors, I found that their potatoes were rotten as well. What had happened? We tried to figure it out. The best we could come up with is that we were being punished. You see, in 1844, our potato crops were so plentiful that we threw extra potatoes into the ditches. We were wasteful, and this blight is God's punishment. Many of us carry holy water, and we sprinkle it on the potatoes in the ground and the potatoes in the storage areas to keep the bad out of them. We couldn't give the landlords potatoes to pay our rent. We sold our furniture and clothing, and we scrounged for food like roots, turnips, and weeds. And we did it at night, so no one could see us. And no help has come from Britain at all. Any crops we do raise, like wheat, barley, oats, all go straight to Britain or other parts of Europe. Now, Sir Robert Peel did try the idea of getting us to plant corn. Now, this may seem like a fine idea and all, but it is not. Corn takes many hours to cook, and it hardly has any nutritional value. It's not potatoes, that's for sure. My wife and little daughter died of starvation, and my 6-year-old son is weak with typhus. As for my once happy and cheerful neighbors, most of them have died, or have been evicted from their homes, or have fled Ireland to find a better place. And when landlords find out we can't pay our rent, then they throw us in jail. And other times, they pay for our tickets to leave Ireland forever. I have heard of people being packed onto overcrowded British ships and suffering diseases and sometimes even death. A lot of people call these ships coffin ships because of the amount of people that die before they reach the United States or Canada. Now, I've tried to put off leaving in hopes that this blight would stop, but my British landlords have given me no choice. My son and I sail in the morning. Goodbye, Ireland.
Heartbreaking. Now we see quite a picture of the British. Not only are they starving nearly 1 million of us to death, but double that number are being forced to leave our own country. So the choice is not ours at all. This famine has changed Ireland forever. It has changed our culture by sweeping away villages and whole families and sending them to new worlds. Centuries of traditions and beliefs are being erased. I wonder if Ireland will ever get back to the population of 8 million it once had. We have a guest with us now, Dr. Raymond Adams. He studies plant life, and he believes he has the answer to the cause of this horrible famine. Now, people have been debating this for some time, and I myself am very curious about what this answer is. So, Doctor, what would you say is the cause of this terrible blight?
Thank you, Jake. I've prepared a statement to read about this vital issue. Usually when I start talking about potatoes, no one gives me the time of day. Some people say God is punishing the Irish. Some people say that fairies sprinkle dust, making the potatoes die. Well, you can forget those explanations, Ireland. Those explanations are completely ridiculous. Come on, Ireland. Here's the real cause of the blight. Phytophthora infestans. What? You've never heard of this fungus? I believe it was brought in cargoes of fertilizers from South America, and the wet climate here in Ireland helped the fungus to spread.
Is there any hope for the next harvest season?
Well, right now, we are already 4 years into the famine. People are dying not only of starvation, but of disease like typhus, cholera, and dysentery. Yes, Ireland needs help now. I myself love potatoes, and because I can travel, I was able to bring some healthy ones back with me. This is my last healthy potato.
My apologies to the scientists, it's just I haven't seen a fully ripe potato in a very long time, and I guess I briefly lost control of myself. But in my defense, I'm starving to death. I'm Jake Zamansky, and I live in the country, folks.